It is your dream to become a chartered accountant. You want to go up to your parents with the result in your hand and tell them, Mummy, Papa, I have become a chartered accountant. You want to write the letters CA on your visiting card, and for that you are on the right track, ready to face your first hurdle, which is CPT. To clear CPT in your first attempt, you need to go through the following 5 steps. Let's dive into the journey. First step, it's the mindset. You should not take CPT exam lightly. Why do you want to clear CPT? Why do you want to become chartered accountant? Is it because your parents told you? Is it because your friends are doing it? Is it because you have nothing else to do and thought you should do something? If it is, then you are in the wrong lane. In our time of admission, we convince many not to join CPT. We are in the career of making our career by making your career and not by breaking it. So if there is any such reason, think about it. So why should you do CA? I'll tell you some reasons. Chartered accountancy is one of the most wonderful qualifications in India. It holds the same weight all over. No matter who you are, where you come from, where you have studied, this qualification is the same for everyone. It is also limited to a chosen few. In a country of over 120 crores, only around 2,39,000 are chartered accountants. Becoming a chartered accountant is not easy, but it is definitely worth it. So, if you are sure that you want to become a chartered accountant, then you are on the right track. If you are going to give CPT examination, give it because you need to do it. If you are convinced that you are giving the exams not because you want to give it, but because you need to give it, half of the job is done. You should work with a singular goal of clearing the CPT exam. Struggle now and enjoy the rest of your life. Enjoy now and struggle for the rest of your life. So, let us dive into some things that you should know about CPT. This paper will be a multiple choice question based paper. It will consist of 2 sessions of 2 hours each with a break of 1 hour in between. In the first session, questions from fundamentals of accounting and mercantile laws will be asked. Fundamentals of accounting will consist of 60 questions and mercantile laws will consist of 40 questions. In the second session, questions from general economics and quantitative aptitude will be asked. They both will consist of 50 marks each. Each question will carry 1 mark. There will be negative marking also. For every wrong answer, there will be a negative marking of 0.25 marks each. So try to attempt only those questions where you are very confident or reasonably confident that you know the answer. To pass the exam, you need to score 30% in individual subject and 50% in aggregate. So you need to score 18 out of 60 in accounts, 12 out of 40 in law, 15 out of 50 in economics, and 15 out of 50 in quantitative aptitude. In the aggregate, you need to score 100 out of 200. With the right approach, you will be able to achieve it easily. Once you have understood what you need to study for, you should plan for the study. A thorough guidance is very important to clear the exam in the first attempt. The exam is MCQ based, so your concepts should be very strong. In accounts, there will be a total of 60 questions from 12 to 13 chapters. Going by the trend, nearly 65 to 70% of the questions will come from 6 vital chapters. Practice them thoroughly. In law, you need to be very precise. There are only 3 chapters, but again, some areas are very important. Coming to quantitative aptitude, it is a very crucial subject. Do not fear it. With the right guidance and practice, you can score easily. Economics consists of microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics is majorly concept based. Understand the concepts properly and you will easily score in it. For the macro part, first complete concept based topics, then go for non-concept based topics. In non-concept based topics, you don't have to learn everything. You just have to remember something out of them. While studying the macro portion, studying in sequence connection is also very helpful. For example, after studying RBI, you can immediately study inflation. Establish the connections between all the topics and you will fare through it easily. While studying, time management is the most important factor. The students who fail, they fail mostly because they take the time factor lightly. So allocate time efficiently. During the study days, positively have dinner with your parents and take adequate rest to refresh. More importantly, love the journey and the success will be yours. After you have studied and before the given exams, the most important link that will help you excel is practicing. Without practice, you won't be able to retain the material that you have studied. You won't know the types of questions that will be asked in the exams. For better practice, take advantage of the test series. The test series is the missing link in your preparation. You need to expose yourself to the test conditions so that you can give your papers comfortably. Practice test is like net practice. Before the cricket matches, there are net practices. Sachin was the only player who was allowed to miss the net practices. Yet, he never missed a single net practice. There were other players who would miss it and give different excuses, but Sachin was different. Even before his last match, he came for net practice in spite of the fact that he won't be playing international cricket after the next day. That's the mark of a master. That's the mark of a legend. So, practice a lot. Once you have studied and practiced for the exam, the time will come when you have to appear for the exam. Before the day of the examination, avoid studying anything new. Revise what you have studied before. On the exam day, when you receive the question paper, do not make any negative judgment about the paper. Have a superbly positive attitude for the paper. Convince yourself thoroughly that you will 100% clear the examination, and surely you will. During the exam, first attempt the theory questions and then the practical questions. So in the first session, first attempt law and then accounts. Similarly, in second session, first attempt economics and then quantitative aptitude. In practical papers also, first attempt the theory questions and then the practical questions. This way you will be able to score more easily. When you start answering the paper, if you read the question and know the answer, then attempt it. Otherwise skip it and go to the next question. Once you have answered these questions, if time permits, go for the skipped questions. Answer the questions only if you are reasonably confident that you know the right answer. Otherwise, the negative marking will affect your marks. During the break, do not think about or discuss your question paper of the first session. Refresh for 10 to 15 minutes. Have something light to eat. Once you feel refreshed, start revising for the next session. See, giving your papers will be like a performance. You have practiced a lot for the exam. It is the time where you have to perform. They say, practice like a devil, perform like an angel. So, once you have completed the second session, then you are free to enjoy. The first step is setting the right mindset. The second step is knowledge about the CPT exam. The third step is properly studying for the exam. The fourth step is practicing a lot. And the fifth step is appearing for the exam. Remember, to manage time efficiently and revise every day. If you follow these steps, you will most likely clear the exam in your first attempt itself. Just have the positive attitude and you will be successful. For any questions or queries or information on any of these steps or any other thing related to CPT, please contact us. We will be glad to answer you. Like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/jkshah.com. So, study smart, practice hard, and win easy.